I donned the hidden camera glasses once again, and I'm going to show you every single tag in the men's shorts section of a thrift store. Covington is ass. We're off to an ass start here. I don't even recognize that. Probably nothing. Billabong would have gotten it at the bins. I will skip it here at a retail thrift where shorts were, I think, $5. That is Head. It's a lower end athletic brand, I think, that focuses on tennis stuff. San Diego, it's not much. Mark Anthony's nothing. Amazon, dare I say, ass is on. I apparently do dare. Trunks, not good. Naval, this is some vintage thing. I'm not going to bother looking up that keyword. That's going to be an absolute nightmare time sink to try to find. Old Navy is not good. Calvin Klein's. The Calvin Klein's are bad. So is DKNY. So is Faded Glory. So is Wrangler. If these brands are redundant with the other POV videos, that's because thrift stores are redundant with these brands. You do see them crop up again and again and again and again, forever and ever anon, until the sun goes red giant and we all die. That is, what was that? Wear First? Yeah, Wear First, Ripstop, Cargo, Shorts. I've sold these new with tags. The demand for used is pretty low. And these are, that was a weird edit there. That was like another brand that was just a complete nightmare to look up, ended up not being worth anything. REI, these shorts might have been something, but they had a stain on them there. If those had been immaculate, I would have contemplated picking them up. Definitely at the bins. Retail thrifts are a maybe. That's a Wrangler, which we know we don't like. That is, what is that? Max something or other. Oh, I think those are plugs. I didn't get a good shot of that, sorry. Volcom, definitely bins. Definitely a no for full price. Old Navy. No. Plug. I looked these up. These were the plugs. The other ones were not plugs. I don't know what the other ones were that had a stain on it. I've sold vintage plug camo jeans. Those did pretty well. That was Ruka. Ruka is a pass for me at retail thrifts, maybe at the bins. This is Tommy Bahama. And it's some fairly obscure vintage cargo short that I looked up, and it had strong demand on eBay. Typically, we'll pass on Tommy Bahama unless it is something remarkable, as that one was. These are more cargo shorts from Levi's. The condition was poor. If the condition was better, I would have thought about it. Levi's cargo shorts can do okay. International Concepts is a hard no. Old Navy, no thanks. Dockers is a no. What is that? I think those are Wranglers. Yep. Look how smart I am. Yeah, Wranglers I would maybe pick up at the bins. Even then, it would be kind of marginal. Speedos, I'm pulling here on the dry rot in the waistband. I still wouldn't have picked those up, even if the waistband had been in intact condition. That's some nothing brand that I don't really recognize. I say it's a nothing brand, and I don't recognize it. Maybe there's a disconnect there. Didn't bother to look it up regardless. Union Bay is bad. It is a bad. That is missing a button, and I think, oh, no, it's not. And those are Levi's. Nope. Yes, these were weird. Those were Dockers Levi's, which I had never seen before. I was not aware that they did a hot streetwear collab with the pleated shorts, and the demand was nothing at all. Territory Ahead would have gotten it at the bins. The sell-through was okay. It was about 50% sell-through on Territory Ahead cargo shorts. This was marginal. I could have justified picking those up. Territory Ahead has always been kind of an uneven seller for me. So other people seem to have better luck with it than I do, but it's just really hit or miss typically for me. Aeropostale is almost unconditional pass for me. I don't even pick it up at the bins usually. I think that was Old Navy. Some more Docker Levi's, I think. Yep. Vintage. Vintageness and ass brands can defeat the assness of the brand. But in that case, it did not. Those are Dockers. Dockers, if you find them new with tags for real cheap, you can actually flip those pretty quickly, in my experience. But used, I just don't bother. That is, what is that? What is that? That's something bad, whatever that, just something bad. That is a school uniform of some kind. Vans, great bins brand. Retail, probably not, especially when it has stains like that. Palm Beach it rings a bell somewhere, and I know that I've seen it a bunch of times, and I never picked it up. I just don't see it all that often. That's H&M label of graded goods is bad. Perry Ellis, very bad. George is great. Pick up all the George. Pay full price for George. George might be the worst. I think George and Faded Glory may be the two worst brands in the known menswear universe. This brand, I find it every once in a while, and it always throws me for a loop. I can never remember if it's worth it or not. The sell-through was okay on that. Savan, Morona, really bad. Really Brad. It's very Brad. We don't like Brad. George. We like George even less than we like Brad. This was a skirt. It was like a bohemian skirt of some kind. Where's the brand, Matt? Show the brand. Good job. Great job. I don't remember the name of it. It was some like weird festival wear thing. I would have thought the demand would be higher than it was, but it wasn't. So I left it behind after looking it up. Look at me being a good boy. There's a guy. There's a guy back there. Ben Hogan is not desirable. St. John's Bay, one of the worst. Really bad. If I found it in a huge size at the bins, maybe, or new with tags, maybe. Faded Glory is no. I have sold Faded Glory, new with tags again, but not that often. There's my buddy Mick. He's my main thrift homie. That's Eddie Bauer. Eddie Bauer is an okay bins brand, not so great at retail thrifts. Hanes is very low. It's just low. It's simply low. Hurley, those would be great at the bins. I like picking up Hurley swimwear, the technical board shorts, when the season is right. But I'm not going to spend full price right now. Faded Glory. And here I hand them to Mick as a joke, and he's done, and we have broken up as friends, and he has left the short section as well as my life. Helix is terrible. Let's see. Zanana Outfitters is really bad. Here's the first. No, it's not the first one that I picked up. It's the second one that I picked up. These are Columbia walk shorts, kind of cotton canvas cargo walk shorts in a very large size. They're size 46. Had they been just a normal standard size, wouldn't have paid full price for them. Bins, absolutely. But because they were so big, I just picked them up. Couldn't see what that was. That is Old Navy. That is Jones New York, which we don't like. It's also a women's brand, not a men's brand. That's a pair of Express women's pants. Express is not so good. That is, I think, yeah, that's another pair of Columbias. And I may have picked those up if the brand tag had been in the waistband. When the margins are really thin, when you're spending $5 on something and you're only potentially going to make like 7, if there's any condition issues, that cuts way into your margin, at least in my experience. It's hard to sell them for the same amount as you could sell an immaculate pair. True Nation is really not a good brand. There were a bunch of True Nation shorts in a big size, and I decided to pass on them. But that's another way around ass brandery, is if you find a whole lot in all the same size, the condition is good, you can sell them in a lot and cut down the cost of shipping and make an okay margin that way. But I chose to just not bother. What is that? Gloria Vanderbilt, another women's brand, and it's not a good brand. Billabongs, these are submersibles shorts, which are really good. I think they're like a hybrid walk board short. It had a goober on it. Had it not had a goober, I probably would have picked these up, even though they weren't going to probably flip right away, just because they are popular when the summer comes around. Those are one of the kinds of swimwear pieces that I do usually pick up in the summer. WearGuard is nothing at all. Burnside is a pass. Volcom is, again, a decent bins brand, but here not so much. Another pair of those Wear Firsts, just what I said before. I could have picked up those two pairs, and I think there was another pair in there, and put them up in a lot, but chose not to. Old Navy is a pass. Arizona is definitely a pass. Arizona is really not that good. I don't think I would even get it at the bins, really. Morona, absolutely not. Morona is very, very bad. Old Navy is really bad. Really bad. Another True Nation. And this is when I noticed that they are a large size. And there's some kind of color artifacting happening with the glasses that I just noticed. So I could have grabbed all the True Nation shorts and flipped them, but it's just not that good of a brand. High Sierra, again, I have very rarely ever picked it up in any circumstance. Volcoms, would have gotten those at the bins, passed on them here. Chaps Golf, would have gotten them at the bins, not here. Chaps has pretty dismal sell-through overall. What are these? These are, I don't think I can find the brand on these, or they're like some Dockers or something. Yeah, third pair of these. Wish the sell-through was a little stronger. If the sell-through was higher, I probably would have grabbed them and put them in a lot. Tommy Armour. I think those are Tommy Arnold, that are a specific line of Tommy Arnold. And I passed on them after looking them up. Old Navy is a pass. The reason I looked those up is that some sublines, like proprietary sublines of these brands, especially that are kind of oriented around a particular activity or sport, can have stronger sell-through than the kind of umbrella parent brand in general. Arizonas, we pass on Arizonas on this channel. Here's a shirt on the floor. Always look at floor stuff and get your hair in your eyes when you do it. This is good, right? This is good videography. Okay, I caught it. Airwalks are bad. Kirkland, last pair of shorts there is bad. So these are the two that I ended up picking up after screening them, and you will be riveted, bolted to your seats, the edge of them, watching me screen these two pairs of shorts for flaws. Those are the Columbias. You can kind of get a feel for the size, and they were in good shape. And those vintage Tommy Bahamas, same story. Why am I looking at them again? I don't know. Yeah, I screened something or other. There they are. There's my boy. Yeah, they were in really good shape too. I guess I don't have to include the screening portion of this video. This probably is not of particular interest to you, but I can confirm, as we all can now, that this pair of shorts is in very good shape, and I did end up picking them up. The Columbia shorts were $2 because they were half off, which I didn't notice while I was shopping, and then these were $4. That's right, $4 for shorts, $2 half off, total of $6. Not bad. And again, as is the case with all these videos, I end up picking up just a handful of things after all of that flipping. And as always, I went much more slowly than I normally would if I was shopping these retail thrifts just to source. I'd probably get through that maybe 7-8 times faster than I did plodding along. Okay, appreciate you watching.